me feel like it make you go against somebody.
Taraji is to blame for the failure of the film Color Purple at the box office. It would appear that the hot relationship between the two individuals is still going strong. Y'all remember how Taraji went on and on about the working conditions and the terrible pay? Well, Oprah is convinced that all that talking that Taraji did made fans boycott the movie, which caused it to tank. Multiple reports have revealed that Oprah and the other producers are now trying to blackball Taraji, and y'all already know. 50 Cent is not here for it because he already has a long-standing fight with Oprah. Word on the streets is that not only is Taraji getting blackballed, but she is also losing jobs and gigs that she already had before because nobody wants to work with her anymore. Well, 50 Cent is not about to let Oprah get away with this behavior again, and he just sent a warning to her, telling her to back off or he's going to spill some dirt on her. There's a lot going on here, so let's break down this drama. Given Taraji's current state of disarray, it appears that the messy drama surrounding The Color Purple is even more problematic than we could have imagined. Taraji has been blustering about how lowballing the movie and how her revelations have caused a snowball effect, bringing attention to the unsightly treatment of Black women in the entertainment industry. As a result, many people are offended by Taraji's public outing of Oprah and the film, believing that it was inappropriate for her to discuss the film negatively when she was meant to be promoting it. Typically, actors have to say pleasant and great things about the movie they're promoting, which is the entire idea of a press run. It's supposed to get fans interested and anxious to see the movie, and this is why it's crucial for performers to keep things positive till the movie is out. However, to be fair to Taraji, it's not like she wanted to trash talk the movie or get this topic started. She was speaking from a place of hurt and frustration, and the situation just got out of hand after that. It started when she was in a SAG-AFTRA interview, where she admitted that she hasn't seen a pay upgrade since Proud Mary in 2018, and she revealed that she almost turned down her role in Color Purple because of the low pay that she was offered.
I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here?
This started a larger discussion about how many Black women in the industry frequently receive less money than they deserve. For example, Viola Davis, one of the greatest actresses of our generation, has talked about how she continues to receive less money even after receiving the highest honor in acting, EGOT status.
What they're getting paid, which is half of what a man is getting paid, well, we get probably a tenth of what a Caucasian woman gets. And I'm number one on the call sheet. And then I have to go in and I have to hustle for my worth. I had a friend who said, yeah, but Viola, your career is better than my career. I said, yeah, but you can't compare me to you. Because once again, I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the 2 Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, I've done film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all came out of Yale. They came out of Juilliard, they came out of NYU. They had the same path as me, and yet I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it. And yet I have to constantly get on that phone, and I have fabulous agents, by the way, they are getting it. But I have to get on that phone and people say, you're a Black Meryl Streep. You are, and we love you. We love you. There is no one like you. Okay, then if there's no one like me, you think I'm that? You pay me what I'm worth. You give me what I'm worth.
So yeah, this conversation quickly blew up and it got bigger than just Taraji because even Keke Palmer and Gabrielle Union spoke up about it.
I'm a Black actress and producer in Hollywood. Of course, I'm going to have to work until it's the end.
But then Taraji got people talking again when she broke down in her interview with Gayle King because she was so hurt and sad. And she even said that she was considering leaving the profession altogether because she was sick and tired of it.
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, "You work a lot." Well, have to. The math ain't mathin'.
Fans had mixed feelings about the interview and thought Gayle kind of let something slip because she was attempting to shield herself from the attentions of Oprah, who was being unfairly blamed for the film's production and for lowballing Taraji. But it didn't take long for things to spiral out of control as supporters began pointing out how long Oprah had been engaging in this behavior and how likely it was that she would blackball Taraji just as she had Monique. When Monique appeared in Oprah's 2009 film Precious, she found herself in a similar situation to Taraji. According to reports, Oprah only paid her $50,000 for the role before taxes and other deductions, which was an absurdly small amount of money. Nevertheless, Monique accepted the deal because it was a good role that would earn her several major awards, which it did. However, she quickly fell out of favor with Oprah when Oprah asked her to go on a second press tour for the movie, but she had no intention of paying Monique for the tour. When Monique declined, Oprah became irate and had her blackballed. In a matter of days, Monique went from being the actress who ate up her role in Precious. It's impossible. It's a law that if you meet negative with negative, you will just have a combustive negative force of energy. You can't meet negative energy where it is. You have to rise above it. You have to transcend it. You have to be the light. It only takes a little bit of light to banish the darkness. It takes a lot of darkness to overcome the light. It takes just a little bit of light, and we are warriors of the light. I would never stoop to try to meet somebody where they are negatively, don't care who they are. Monique's career collapsed because no one wanted to collaborate with her any longer. What's crazy about this is that the people who expressed disinterest in working with her were also the ones who privately reached out to her and told her that she was correct, but they were too afraid of Oprah to take any action. On his show, Monique genuinely chastised Steve Harvey for being a hypocrite.
I got labeled as difficult, my husband and I, and my husband is Sydney, who happens to be my manager. We got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now, I said no to some very powerful people. I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I said no to Tyler Perry. I said no to Lee Daniels, and I said no to Lionsgate.
However, 50 Cent was more than happy to support Monique. You can say what you want about 50 Cent, calling him a troll or whatever, but there's one thing that can never be disputed. He genuinely speaks out for Black people and offers support even when he has nothing to gain, as he did in this particular instance. He said, "All in favor of Monique being back on top? Say make it happen. Stop effing around." I went to see Monique's stand-up show during Super Bowl weekend. It was so good she had me in a trance. You got to go check her out. And when it came to Taraji, 50 was also very vocal, offering support for Taraji and a job where he would pay her what she deserves. He said, "They dropped the ball, F him," at Taraji P. Henson. "I'm ready to work. Let's get it." Greenlight Gang, GE Unit Film, and TV. At this point, 50 began to alert followers to the possibility that Oprah was planning to blackball Taraji from the entertainment sector and that she might be up to something. When Taraji saw the writing on the wall, she began to retract her statements and boast about Oprah, saying in an Instagram post that she was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Miss Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of light to all. All of the cast of The Color Purple, she has provided encouragement, guidance, and unwavering support to us all. She told me personally to reach out to her for anything I needed, and I did. It took one call, one conversation, and one decision, making Black woman to make me feel heard. Thank you, Miss Oprah, for all that you do. In any case, things got so bad that people began to talk less about the movie and more about the appalling conditions under which the Black women were made to work on Fantasia. Danielle Brooks also disclosed that the Black women were mistreated on set, saying in a sit-down meeting that they were essentially thrown into one large room without any personal space to change, and that they were also not provided with food. so it should come as no surprise that the film bombed. It's kind of disappointing because there were high hopes for it, and it was highly publicized. The cast included a number of well-known actors, including Fantasia Taraji, Halle Bailey, and many more. However, the negative publicity caused the film to be a huge failure. On a budget of almost $100 million, it only made about $58 million, a huge loss. A source also told Media Takeout that Oprah and the other producers had lied about the film making $18 million on its first day. In reality, it only made $11 million, according to official reports by IMDb. On top of that, not all of the $58 million the film has made so far will go to the studio because the theaters that played it will be keeping half of its revenue. The producers were so desperate that they sent the film to direct streaming, even though it is still playing in theaters. The source said, The Color Purple made less than $12 million in the opening weekend and has to date gross $58 million. That gross $58 million number does not go to the studios. One studio executive explained the studio will only get about $24 million. The other half will go to the theater that showed the film. But with a budget of $100 million plus marketing, the film has as of now lost at least $75 million. Now, if y'all think that Oprah was mad at Taraji before 50 Cent is now stating that she is livid since she had a lot of writing on the success of the movie because it was meant to be her ticket for her production firm Harpo Film Studios, because the earlier two movies that she produced bombed box office. The source said, The Color Purple was supposed to be the breakout hit for Oprah's Harpo films. Studio instead, it's turning out to be a pretty huge embarrassment for the studio and Oprah. And now it has been reported that the producers are collectively working together to have Taraji blackball once and for all. The source said executives blame Taraji Henson for derailing the promotional efforts of the film and using it as a selfish opportunity to change her personal narrative as an aging and underpaid actress. But while Taraji is taking some heat, so is Oprah for not controlling the legendary actress. Taraji has reportedly been reaching out to influential people in the industry in an attempt to get Oprah off her back, but she hasn't had any luck because she keeps getting fired and isn't receiving calls from producers and agents. An insider claims that Taraji has been having a series of breakdowns over this because she is genuinely terrified that her career as she knows it might be over. Taraji even tried to do damage control on this, saying, I hope they can focus back on this film because right now, to me, it feels like what I said is now becoming louder than this beautiful film, and that's not fair to me or anybody in the film. Yet numerous media outlets have stated that the only person who seems to have Taraji's back is 50 Cent. Well, he is now speaking up for her and has allegedly promised to disclose some dirt in Oprah that would get her dragged for so much more than being sly around black celebrities. 50 Cent doesn't sound like he is here to play, and fans are also giving support for Taraji, saying The Color Purple really flopped. It didn't even make back production money. Watch how Oprah blackballed Taraji like she did Monique. Fans of this intense narrative would likely find themselves immersed in the drama surrounding Taraji P. Henson's struggles, empathizing with her fight against low pay and challenging working conditions in the entertainment industry. The alleged response from Oprah, if true, could spark varied reactions among fans as they grapple with the implications for a powerful figure like Oprah. 50 Cent's outspoken support for Taraji and his threat to expose Oprah adds a layer of suspense and intrigue, drawing fans into the unfolding controversy. The broader issues of pay disparities for Black actresses, highlighted by the experiences of Taraji, Viola Davis, Keke Palmer, and Gabrielle Union, resonate with fans who appreciate the conversation being brought to the forefront. The script's connections to Monique's past experiences suggest a recurring pattern, leaving fans concerned about the treatment of Black actresses in the industry. The disappointment over the film's failure and reported on-set mistreatment of Black women contribute to a broader narrative that fans may find both unsettling and a call for industry-wide change. As 50 Cent threatens to expose Oprah, fans are likely eager to witness how the situation unfolds, with the mix of personal struggles, industry challenges, and potential power dynamics, creating a compelling and thought-provoking narrative.
I can tell you what it feel like.